guys, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Does Romania feel for you?
Very warm. It's lovely to be back in the summer a little bit. I think in England it's been a little bit bad recently, so it's nice to come and be hot again. Yeah, good.
What do you think about this place?
It's lovely. It's hot, as he said. It's quite secluded. It's a lovely little venue, a lovely little space. And
It feels very secret that we're here. It feels like nobody knows that we're here. It's cool.
You have a very, very original sound. What can you tell us about it, and how did you start as a band?
well, I suppose we sat down in a room. You know, we've been friends for a long time. You know, we grew up next to each other, and sort of sat down a couple of years ago. We've always been making music our whole lives, and we sort of went apart for a while, and then we came back together in a room and just sort of made some music and did what we, you know, wanted to do, and sort of just followed our hearts with sounds and not tried to be something that, you know, we thought we should be. It was just like, does it sound good? You like it, I like it, then let's go with that. That's great. That's all we need. So we tried.
What can you tell us about your first album launched last year? It's like
It feels like a long time ago. I think we're pretty excited about moving on from that. I think over the last couple of years we've definitely, obviously having played live a lot, the songs change and your ideas of what you want to do in the studio next time round evolve and develop naturally. Obviously we're very proud of it. I think with every album there are mistakes and things that you would have done differently if you'd had like that retrospective view, you know. But yeah, we're so proud of it, and I think we're very surprised at how far it's taken us. I don't think you can ever expect anything. I think it's been an incredible journey so far.
what does success means to you?
Well, success is for us just being able to play music every day, I think, and being able to hang around with your friends. We're in an incredibly lucky position to be able to do that. So yeah, that's success for us.
When did you realize for the first time that you had success?
When we quit our jobs.
Yeah, I think that's it. When you
Started a new job.
when you can start doing this all day, that's a good indication that you're doing the right thing. But you know, I still think it will take a long time for everything to soak into our brains and for us to realise what has happened to us. But we have no perspective on it. It's very difficult to have perspective.
What's the hardest thing that you've encountered in your career so far?
I think it's coming to terms with the idea that you have to sit in front of cameras and be someone. I think, you know, we never thought we'd sort of get out of our bedrooms, and I suppose there's a security to that, and you know, a lot of people these days are already kind of pre-prepared to be pop stars, and I suppose we weren't ever ready for that.
I think also we came at this from the position of being producers, not performing musicians, and so I think it was definitely a big. It was quite scary having the unpredictable nature of touring. Like being in a touring band is you're in a different place every day. There's no structure, there's no routine. So for us, we like to have control over everything. Suddenly you have no control over anything, and so that was quite difficult to deal with.
There's a difference between the studio and playing live. You know, the studio is your place where you can be a perfectionist, and live is the place where you can't be a perfectionist. So you have that release. It's like, okay, one time, here we go, and the studio is like either one time or 100 times. You know.
Everybody says that you had very good live shows. What can you tell us about your live shows?
Well, we always see the live thing as about people playing the music live, you know, and it would have been quite easy for us to go out and do it electronically, and I think that we sort of put a lot of effort in with the band, and we've got amazing musicians with us who have sort of added their own thing to it that isn't on the record. So all the songs sort of have their own life live, and they've developed, and especially now after playing them for a year, they've sort of had that time to grow. You know, it's like a plant, and like a big plant that grows.
What can you tell us about the music that your parents used to listen when you were kids, and how did that influence your careers?
Listened to a lot of different music. I think my parents were my dad listened to a lot of reggae, but my mum liked like kind of classic 70s like pop music. I think a lot of the good things about what your parents listen to is it teaches you to go and find something else to listen to. You know, like I had an older brother, and for a long time he was like saying like, listen to this, listen to that, and because I hated him because we were brothers, I would go and find something completely different to listen to. So it kind of, other people's tastes force you to go and make your own taste, I think.
What's next for you? What do you plan in the future?
Well, what do we plan? Sort of more of the same, really, but much very different. I think we're just sort of getting in the studio again and writing and having fun, and who knows, who knows.
When can we expect the next Jungle material?
Sometime next week. No, I'm joking. How can you answer that question? I don't know. We sort of, I think we'll put music out when we're happy with it, and I think that's the most powerful thing you've got is the ability to go, yeah, this is good, we like this, and okay, that's not so good.
I want more jungle in my life because it's amazing, man. It's amazing what you've done until now. It's amazing. What do you want to achieve as artists?
That's a difficult question. I think respect from other artists is important. I think in whatever you do, if you're respected by your contemporaries and people that you respect as well, then that's a really great thing. We've met so many musicians that we've grown up listening to on this journey, and for some of them to have a positive opinion about what we do is really like touching, and that's a cool thing. I
think also it's possibly what we want to achieve is the opportunity not to think about it so much. I think music is sometimes overthought and over-talked about. I think we sort of definitely overthink what our music is or what it means, and I think at the end of the day it should just be an expression and something that people feel, that we feel when we make it, and that other people feel when they listen to it, and that's what it should be judged on. And I think we're always trying to get to a place of not thinking about it, but just doing it or just being it is the best place to be.
I saw that you have very original videos. What can you tell us about your music videos?
What can we tell? Well, the music videos they're sort of based on dances, and they're presented very simply. We had a very simple idea a long time ago. We were like, oh, it'd be a great idea to have this kid just sort of body popping, and we didn't, you have an idea in your mind and then something else comes along and you make that happen. And lucky enough, we met Bigo Terra through a friend who's the 6-year-old amazing breakdancer who's such an amazing person, and her whole family and the people who are around her are such amazing people as well. Such a pleasure to work with them, and it was literally like you put a camera up. We didn't have any money, we weren't signed to a label, so it was all like we would drive the van and everything like that. And I think it's that sort of emotion and that passion that you put into something that really makes it work, whatever it is. You can't just throw money at stuff and expect it to be good. You have to have something from your heart.
What advice will you give to a kid who wants to do what you do?
Believe in yourself and trust in your taste, trust in your own opinion rather than expecting other people to give you advice, I think
it's about knowing in your heart if you like something or not, and then if you like it, that's all that really matters, because otherwise you're just going to be trying to second guess and trying to fit into what other people want of you, and that's not you. So you have to just kind of go, this feels good, I like it, and then if other people like it, great.
A message to all your Romanian fans?
It's a real pleasure to be in your country. Thank you so much for listening to our music. We hope you enjoyed the show today if you're here, and if not, keep listening and we'll be back soon.
We're Jungle and you're watching I Think I Like It on UTV. Thanks for coming.
When you fall from the sky, you